Like, how is Muay Thai not the biggest sport in the world? Because obviously boxing is huge, MMA is huge. How the is Muay Thai not huge?
So this is a bit of a controversial one, but as popular as Muay Thai is with all the passionate fans, it still struggles to translate into a truly global commercial product. It hasn't captured mainstream audiences yet, and it hasn't built the kind of media machine that boxing or MMA has. Even one of their first truly global stars to come out of Muay Thai, Bukaw Banchamek, didn't build his fame through stadium Muay Thai. He became known worldwide through the K1 kickboxing tournaments. The reasons for this isn't because Muay Thai is too violent or that it lacks excitement, but Muay Thai struggles commercially because the things that make it pure are the same things that make it hard to sell. And to understand this, you have to start looking at culture, aesthetics, and how modern audiences are trained to consume sport. Every successful global combat sport understands one uncomfortable truth. Fighting is not just a sport, it's an entertainment product. Boxing figured this out early. Promoters learned how to build villains, heroes, rivalries, and redemption arcs. MMA took it even further with their Ultimate Fighter reality series. Why? Because stories sell, especially in Western markets. Audiences don't just want violence, they want someone to root for, to root against, to emotionally invest in what they are watching, and have a reason to care about the outcome beyond the rules. Muay Thai was never built around that idea. It didn't grow through promoters or television as an entertainment product. It was a working class profession that grew through gyms, stadiums, and local gambling. Fighters weren't marketed as characters. There were no storylines or hype. The sport only catered to people who were already involved, the fighters, gamblers, and gyms. That works for those already inside the sport who understand it well. But it creates a problem when you try to sell it to a wider audience. Because if people don't know who the fighter is or why the fight matters, skill alone isn't enough to keep them watching. And that's where Muay Thai starts to struggle. A massive barrier to Muay Thai's global growth isn't violence, it's scoring. In Muay Thai, the most effective techniques are often the least visually dramatic. Balance, posture, control, disruption. A clean teep that knocks someone off rhythm may score more than a flurry of punches. A dominant clinch exchange may matter more than a knockdown attempt that doesn't land clean. To insiders, this makes perfect sense because it shows who's controlling the fight. To outsiders, it feels arbitrary because the most important moments don't look dramatic. Mainstream audiences are conditioned to associate effort with success. If someone is moving forward, being aggressive, throwing combinations, and looking busy, they feel like they should be winning. But Muay Thai doesn't reward looking busy. It rewards being composed and looking in control. That disconnect creates a frustration, not excitement. And frustrated viewers don't stay. They don't argue about scorecards, they don't rewatch rounds, they don't become long-term fans. They simply stop paying attention. Muay Thai values composure, stillness under pressure, minimal wasted movement. These are signs of dominance inside Thai stadiums. But in Western sports culture, they can be misread as passivity. Western audiences are trained to respond to big reactions, explosive movements, visible emotion, constant forward momentum. Muay Thai often looks slow early, measured, strategic, patient. Rounds 1 and 2 are information gathering rounds, not firefights. To someone raised on highlight culture, this feels like nothing is happening. The irony is that Muay Thai is incredibly violent, just not loud about it. Damage accumulates quietly, legs go numb, breathing changes, posture collapses. But unless you know what to look for, you miss the story entirely. And if you miss the story, the sport feels flat. Traditional Muay Thai grew up in stadiums where people watched every week and often had money on fights. That meant even small moments mattered. A shift in balance, a clean teep, a fighter starting to fade. People cared because they knew those moments could decide the fight they had bets on. Gambling shaped the sport, not the casual viewer. To a casual viewer, nothing obvious or exciting is happening yet, so the fight feels slow, even though it's being decided piece by piece. And once viewers feel like they're waiting instead of understanding, they stop watching. Another uncomfortable truth. Muay Thai culture does not reward loud personalities. In fact, it often discourages them. Respect, humility, emotional restraint, letting performance speak. These values are admirable, but they are also terrible for modern media as mainstream audiences are trained to follow characters. They remember quotes, rivalries, trash talk, controversy. Muay Thai fighters are often the opposite. They don't explain what they're doing, They don't sell grudges. They don't exaggerate narratives. The result? Incredible fighters with no storyline. And without a storyline, audiences struggle to emotionally invest, even if the skill level is absurdly high. Also, Muay Thai fighters compete often, very often. This creates toughness, experience, and technical depth. It also destroys mystique. In Western combat sports, scarcity builds value. Fighters compete 2 to 3 times a year, and any losses are carefully managed by rebuilding the fighter's branding, and records are protected to maintain the fighter's market value. On the other hand, Muay Thai fighters compete a dozen times per year. Losses are normal, careers are long. From a purist perspective, this is honest and admirable. From a commercial perspective, it's brutal. It's hard to market an undefeated aura when losing is part of Muay Thai culture. It's hard to build super fights when everyone fights everyone constantly. The sport prioritizes development, not branding. Again, it's not wrong, just incompatible with modern sports marketing. But Muay Thai can work on a global stage when it's adapted for modern audiences. And one championship has shown how that can be done. Smaller gloves, faster pacing, lesser rounds, fighter stories and branding, clear incentives for aggression such as knockout bonuses. These changes work. Fights are easier to follow and more exciting, key moments are obvious, viewers don't need background knowledge to stay engaged. And because of that clarity, something else happens. Fighters become recognizable, stars are built, like Rod Tung, Taiwan Chai and Stamp Fairtex. And with a larger audience, more money flows into the sport and fighter pay starts to move in the right direction. Rod Tung earning close to $500,000 for his fight with Takeru is something that simply wouldn't exist under traditional stadium Muay Thai. This version of the sport is often labelled entertainment Muay Thai by Muay Thai purists, as it doesn't follow the style of traditional Muay Thai, in that it's a modern fight product that uses Muay Thai to entertain a worldwide audience. But it shows something important. Muay Thai doesn't struggle globally because it can't be packaged for mass appeal. It struggles because that was never the job it was built to do. For decades, Muay Thai was built for gyms, fighters, and gamblers. People who watched regularly and understood the sport. It didn't need to explain itself, it didn't need hype, it didn't need to chase attention. But that's why it didn't translate cleanly to a global audience. Not because the sport lacks excitement, but because it was never designed for a wider audience in the first place. What's changing now is the environment around it. Promotions like One Championship are introducing Muay Thai to new audiences, with different pacing, different incentives, and different expectations. And for the fighters, that visibility matters. It creates recognition, it creates opportunity, and it allows Muay Thai to exist not just as a tradition, but as a living sport with an economic future.